They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
I love RPOs. It puts the defense in such a bind. Are they handing it off? Are they throwing the football? How quickly can I commit to this? And you see with the RPO, it just freezes the defense for a half a second. It allows the offensive line to set those blocks up, and they're able to go get the first.
Now they'll try the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Scanning the field, it's Moncrief. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
The sure hands, it's Logan. At the 45 on his way. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down.
Timeout, Michigan.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making...
Yo, no shit, man. My bad, bro. I was playing you on remote play, fool. I was still smoking this shit. Now I'm on the TV now. Let's
bringing
get
in
it.
more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive.
I know you like,
towards the
man,
line of
he playing
scrimmage.
kind of
I am
scary.
not
What's
going
going
to let
on?
them have that kind of drive again.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Seeing the motion.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7-0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 4-2 Spider. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick
What you listening to, bro?
And put one more on the lead.
What you listening to?
Let's go to Kevin Connors
top 15 teams
Man, bring the
colliding
smoke
today
down.
in
That's
a
what you listening to.
huge
What the fuck
matchup,
you
and
got
it's
going
now
on
the
this
final.
season?
Oregon pulled
What,
into
what team
town
at
on a
94
mission,
overall?
and they're hightailing it out of here with a
Oh, yeah,
huge
yeah, yeah.
win.
I pee. Nah, I pee.
Vidi,
I pee. I
vidi,
pee.
vici. I came, I saw, I conquered.
Yeah, nah, I
And
pee.
that's
But I ain't gonna.
precisely what the Ducks did. No
I'm
cupcakes
drawing
this
something.
week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, I ain't
I'll
gonna lie.
tell
I pee.
you,
He's
this is
got
a running
some.
back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Moncrief. Finds the tight end.
Ooh,
And he'll
that,
run
that's a good
across
dog.
the
Number 2 is the
sidelines after
best
the
corner in
good
the
gain.
league.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go.
That Rick
Gets it
Snap
down
fool.
to the 37.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this
I don't know
offense,
what the
it
fuck he
really
listening
didn't
to.
matter. Nice job up front, nice execution,
Yeah, some
picking
dirt.
up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
What? What happened? Hell no, what happened? Maybe we're not seeing the same game. What you talking about?
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Moncrief. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward
Oh
the
my
end zone.
God, dog! What the
And he's
fuck?
got it. Touchdown, Florida. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On second down, he'll let it fly. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to run it to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Mo, what the fuck was that?
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here
What
gives
the
the
fuck
Michigan
is
faithful
that?
reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Now on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Caught over the middle. It's Emmanuel. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
To the air on first down. Quick strike complete.
Why you blitzing me so much, fool?
20, he's got space. And he'll run it into the end zone.
I wonder if you start this all-out blitz, but I'm playing.
Lining up to
You said-
tack one more onto that lead.
You said what?
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 85 yards.
Thanks for your life, man.
And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. No shot to return that one. As
Yeah, I'm trying to run
it
some
out of the
different
back of the end
defenses.
zone.
Something going on. I don't like this shit. I don't like this shit I'm running. I don't like how you looking and running that.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play, Well, they did on that one.
Nigga say that play for the right time. Thank God they called that. Thank God they just called that for that bullshit. I didn't even see that coming. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't see that coming.
The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to
Let him
hold on
catch
to
me.
that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get enough
The damn
push,
ball
and
back.
it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Let's see if you can make a field goal. I know the stadium
Second
rocked.
time out of the half as they try to get their act together. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. Let's go to the studio.
I never
now
played
and
against a
check in
number
with
one
Kevin
stadium
Connors. Kevin,
before.
what do
I
you
know
got?
this shit.
Hey guys,
Wow,
got a
you
final
can't make no
score in a
audibles or
big
nothing.
top 25 matchup. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny
God, they
Rogers
didn't
to
give me
Mike
the X.
Rozier to Eric Crouch. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than
That was
their
crazy.
two guys.
That was crazy.
There's
They
reason
did.
to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get
Yeah,
him
so
the
what the
football,
fuck are you
but
doing?
when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to
Are
go.
you serious
His
right now?
intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Got that ball out.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
I'm gonna take my starters
Looking
out.
to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's your best bet. Hey, that's your best bet running with him, boy. You a smart motherfucker. You a smart motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
You a smart motherfucker for that. Look at this shit.
Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the
We thought you was gonna get that L2 trigger, huh?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll start this drive firing. And he can't escape, and down he
Now, my
goes.
D-line ain't gonna give you that time.
The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air. It's Moncrief. It's complete to the left. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make
this
the
is a
stop,
great
and that one will
time.
make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes
They
with the
just scored that. I ain't gonna hold you. They saw one of my D-balls go past.
The Gators will bring the punt
I
team
said, nah,
out
yeah,
of the
that,
field.
he sold
They'll
that. That
look
was a
to pin 'em
turn.
deep.
Oh, there's something wrong with that corner. He's nice, but this might be a house, cuz.
On the return, it's Punga. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
The expressway is wide open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It put so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. This offense has a second down play. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time.
My fucking dog!
Michigan! And they made it to that.
My fucking dog!
6 points waiting on it.
Hey, Slim, that was one.
Here in week 5.
Boy, that was one of them. I gotta clip that. I got that dog in me for real.
No,
For
and
real.
the defense has had
That'd be great.
absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Now, you definitely could do it, though. SEC, man, I don't know what's up with Tennessee. You let me put a 100 ball on
No
him.
chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone.
Whoever I played that next game would have been a 100 ball, though. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta try some different shit.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly.
He's going to fire deep. And this is dropped.
He ran all go routes on me? Come on, bro.
Game in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be checked down, Charlie, and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball, and you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver.
There's a fucking way he just got that button naked.
He steps out of bounds with a first down.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Oh, hey, Mo, I had to switch stick. They wouldn't give it to me, cuz. I baited you on that.
By the defense turning the page, just gave up an explosive.
Look at him sitting there. He's sitting.
Right back with tempo. Nice job in the back end covering.
Oh, man, the nigga said like that, bro. I baited you right there. Look at that. Look at that. A fish on a hook. You geeking for that, boy. Geeked up.
Looking to throw it again. Fires to the wideout.
Bruh, you know who that is, right? Plummer, that's that receiver we was fighting over. That's that receiver we was fighting over. I don't know if you remember. I'm moving to safety. Look at him. Oh, man, ball hawk.
Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
This drive was
We just
clicking
made the
along,
wrong
man,
read
for a
right there,
couple of
man.
misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Moncrief. Fires to the middle. He caught it.
He is so
Takes it
sorry.
to the house. Touchdown,
Oh,
Gator.
my God. He is so sorry.
Gotta start cutting into
We be
this
getting
lead somewhere.
for no
Now the
reason.
question, will they have
Like the
enough
pants
time?
off the chain.
That's step
Look
one.
at that block.
You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And stampeding through the defense. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be
What
spinning
the
all
fuck
over.
are they doing?
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can
You
make
know
a
all the
big play
motion,
when he
right?
starts moving
Yeah, shit
around.
down, shit down.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that
He just rapping,
This
y'all.
guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him
Why
over
the fuck
1,000
does this shit
yards
always
passing
do
for the
that?
year.
Y'all like calling
On the
it.
run, it's Hahn. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm.
Y'all like throwing it.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal.
Nigga, this ain't Madden, nigga. Nigga try to get the strip. Nigga try to get the strip at the 1 yard
This
line.
guy just has a nose for
Yeah, all right, this ain't Madden,
his
bruh.
ability to find creases, use his speed.
That was sneaky as fuck. He tried to punch that
He's
bitch
been
out.
really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Florida, 17.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time.
Why
and
he
they
be
back it
getting
up here.
hit like this, bro? He's a foul stop corner, all of that,
Surprise
man.
you with what you do. Once you get
Yeah,
settled and you
dude,
realize
man.
what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to
What if
find
he
some
cut back,
momentum.
crack
So
his
now it's
ass
on
in the
this
back?
defense to stop
Pause.
that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. He looks that one in nicely.
Yeah,
He
they're not
puts him
making
in
that plays
business
I need
across the
them.
50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first
I'm gonna get off
down.
this dumbass
And there
defense.
was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
I didn't see what formation he came out in. I would stop this dumbass play.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
Once I get up, and then
Well, it's a nice
we just
play
having
design
fun
there. You're
now.
getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll take a shot.
This motherfucker stuff. Look at that shit.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would
Don't
have been a
just slept on that
touchdown.
dumbass
Instead,
shit.
it's second down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity. Listen, once you get past the 50, offensive coordinators, that's when they want to dial up shot plays. You got a little bit of space on the field still left. Everything's not condensed tight like when you get in the red zone. You take those shots, but man, your receiver has to make that play for you.
And the Gators will hustle to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tackled after picking up the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Getting some heat. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the
You
line.
thought you was gonna get in there.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. A methodical drive.
And that D tackle supposed to slam him on his head.
Breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do. Time and time
This shit
again, it is
crazy.
demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here's the handoff. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wants to go up top. Card in the backfield. It's Emmanuel. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical...
Oh, look out. There he goes. and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. He's knocked
Damn,
down
man.
in the backfield. He'll
You
lose a
lucky he
couple.
pussy.
Brings up second down.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Finds his man. It's Emmanuel. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got a man. It's Emmanuel. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Gets away. Got some room into the goal line.
Be a dog.
Touchdown, Michigan.
It's just a fucking dog, Mom. You got the starting position, cuz. You got it, bruh. Another quarterback won't play this year.
The offense strikes again to extend
he a
its lead
dog,
here in the
man.
2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Game about to be over. About to let it go.
From
The
inside
game
the
about to be
10,
over.
here he
It's
comes.
pretty good. It's good. It's fucking
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there.
That girl to watch me beat your ass so much. It's deja vu now.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in
Hey,
coverage.
push that ball out.
I like the decision by the
Y'all make
quarterback.
plays on me?
Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Moncrief. He's going to let one fly
What the
down the middle.
craziest stuff. You that shit. Look, you know
That
what
pass intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense.
Church's
When
chicken.
you're up by 2+ scores, and you're in this situation.
Giving away
you
the
know
Church's
exactly
chicken.
what is
He
coming.
goes.
It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. One-step wrap, two-step
Stick
squeeze.
with
This
his
junior
teeth
knows how to
fucking
get him on the
nasty,
ground.
man.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll let it go down the right side.
Oh, I would have been pissed
Can't
about
make the
that.
play
Hell
on the
no, they ain't gonna do
interception,
that.
and
Okay.
man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team.
In other scores around the country, Slippery Rock, 75. Mercy Hurst.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead's extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session
That's a
because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on first
We
and 10.
got the best players
Back
in the
to
nation.
pass, it's Moncrief.
Oh my God, beat y'all.
He's right on target. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup,
No, we
just a few
playing
inches to go
straight
for the
man,
first,
man.
an array
You
of
know that.
possibilities here. And
Straight
here
man.
comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And he'll take it in.
You
They
doing
couldn't
dumb
get him on
shit,
the
man.
ground.
That's why you play. That's why you gotta play Bales. They be doing dumbass shit. That's why.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a
He
couple
talking about
possessions.
Hennessy, 170.
Still
Nah,
need
this
some
ain't
good things
Miami,
to
bro.
happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside.
This ain't Miami.
We need to
This
score some
Michigan,
points. We
man.
need a
We
lot
still
of things
getting
to go
Ohio
right
recruits.
to win this football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Cincinnati overcame a tough opponent, and not only that,
Oh,
a
look
raucous
at this
crowd.
shit.
The Bearcats tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge
Oh, he gonna run it back,
confidence
yeah.
program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the option. And a good solid
quarterback
pickup
like
there
that.
before the defense knocks him down.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip
That's a
off an
touchdown.
8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
Wants to fire on second down. He's going up top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverine. Things a little more comfortable after that.
Defensive play,
score, and
motion,
much,
in
much
motion. What you think
closer
gonna
to a
happen?
win here
50
in
ball.
week
It's hard to
5.
keep me under 50
And the
points.
extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point
Well,
cushion
got
in the
50
fourth.
points a game.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the
Look at the
stop
ball
at the
guy,
19.
boys.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're
Sure.
going to...
What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Heat up them pass rushers, Bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the
Some
fourth
different
quarter,
defensive looks
I'm
this
going
game,
to
but
rush
I'm
the
calling
passer
myself
like
nice.
crazy. I'm going to put
I
all
think
those
this,
DBs
I
back
think it's the
playing the
season of
pass.
this
That's
crazy.
what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now on second down. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Throws toward the end zone.
Oh, I played. I didn't even have to do that, man.
It's intercepted.
It's being greedy, man.
Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw. It's Moncrief. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch
you
up
call
to
this
him,
out
but
now,
not
I bet.
before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Timeout is called, and the clock
This
is
is a
down
good
to
game, though.
8.
You came to play.
You open a drive
Try
like
your
that,
best
and
and
the
see what you
entire
do.
playbook opens up on first down from the 44. He's taking the deep shot.
I even throw at
And
Charles
it's
Wilson
picked off
Jr.
again.
You know he's
His
gonna
night
bad this.
vision hasn't been on par.
Oh,
And he's
hey, they
brought
be
down
holding me.
after the pick, and time has
GG's, bro.
expired.
You already know. Every time, my guy.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever...
points.